Ted Stepien's ownership of this city's NBA team led to a rule that bans teams from trading first round picks in consecutive years. This city's baseball team lost a World Series after Edgar Renteria's walk-off hit in 1997. Their football team was the victim of The Drive by John Elway and was moved by Art Modell in 1996, becoming the Baltimore Ravens. Recently, Dan Gilbert swore that his team will win a title before the Miami Heat do, in reference to the departure of LeBron James. Name this city home to the Indians, Browns, and Cavaliers. And the answer is Cleveland, Ohio. In this song's music video, a whipped cream gun thwarts Sugar Daddy and his army of gummy bears. One vocalist in this song would like to see bikinis, zucchinis, martinis. This song begins, "Greetings, loved ones, let's take a journey." That journey includes a warm, wet, and wild place called the Golden Coast. According to the other singer of this song, the titular figures are fine, fresh, fierce, and unforgettable Daisy Dukes. Name this 2010 Katy Perry Snoop Dogg song about females in a western state. And the answer is California Girls. The narrator of this film sees his condominium destroyed by a volcanic blast supposedly triggered by his refrigerator. To cope with his chronic insomnia, he co-founds the titular entity, which meets in the basement of Lou's Bar. His partner, who sells fine soap made from human fat stolen from liposuction clinics, establishes the organization's 8 rules. Based on a Chuck Palahniuk novel, name this film in which Tyler Durden twice gives the command, "You do not talk about" the title place. And the answer is Fight Club. Eggplant Mike is a recurring character in a webcomic based on this, and the XKCD store sells fortune cookies based on it. Its name comes from a scene that promotes a dish that includes baked beans, except the baked beans are off. That scene involves Vikings singing of the titular lovely and wonderful foodstuff. Common varieties of this include pleas from Nigerian princes and misspelled advertisements for Viagra. Contrasted with bacon and often filtered out of your Gmail or Hotmail inbox, name these unwanted email solicitations. And the answer is spam emails. There is a California variety of this by Paul Masson, as famously advertised by Orson Welles. Lindsey Vonn missed the slalom at the 2010 Winter Olympics after injuring her hand mishandling this, and while first trying to seduce Leela, Zapp Brannigan mispronounces it. Lawrence Welk's show opened with the sound of a bottle of this opening, and varieties include the very expensive Dom Perignon and Cristal. Commonly kept on ice for championship celebrations and romantic dinners, name this sparkling alcoholic beverage. And the answer is champagne. In an episode of this show, a woman buys the April Road Civic Pavilion for the titular group. One character on this show was once president of the Celibacy Club, and in the season finale, Shelby Corcoran adopts that character's baby. That child was born to Puck and Quinn Fabray, the former captain of the Cheerios and girlfriend of Finn Hudson, who in the finale admits he loves Rachel Berry. For 10 points, name this Fox drama about a high school show choir. And the answer is Glee. One of these begins with the story of Paul, who is a ghost. Another that frequently references Canadian history is written by Kate Beaton. In addition to Pictures for Sad Children and Hark a Vagrant, one of these features Martin, Faye, and Hannelore, while another stars Utahraptor, Dromaeosaurus, and T-Rex, and always has the same sequence of panels. For 10 points, identify these internet-based media, including Questionable Content, Penny Arcade, and XKCD. And the answer is webcomics. This artist notes that he let one girl lick the rapper. In one song featuring Rick Ross, this artist claims he can turn security guards into track stars. This creator of songs like The Sky is the Limit and I'm Me has been cited coming straight up out the water with his Marc Jacobs goggles. For 10 points, name this hip hop sensation of Cash Money Records who performs songs like Lollipop, Stuntin' Like My Daddy, and Pop Bottles. And the answer is Lil Wayne. This actor played a cripple who sells his identity to Ethan Hawke's character in Gattaca. This actor won an award for Best Actor in a Supporting Role for Dickie Greenleaf in The Talented Mr. Ripley and portrayed Soviet sniper Vasily Zaitsev opposite Joseph Fine in Enemy at the Gates. 2 years later, he played Confederate soldier W.P. Inman in Cold Mountain. For 10 points, name this English actor who recently played Watson in Sherlock Holmes. And the answer is Jude Law. This singer sings that I'm all strung out, my heart is fried in a song that begins, maybe I need some rehab or maybe I just need some sleep. This singer of Your Love Is My Drug says that her first kiss went a little like this in a song featuring 303, while in another song she kicks guys to the curb unless they look like Mick Jagger and wakes up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. For 10 points, identify this auto-tuned singer of Blah 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 and TikTok. And the answer is Kesha.